Welcome to Informed Tourist, where we take you to little-known places before they get ruined by too many tourists. Sit back, enjoy, and learn about some really awesome places. Have you ever looked at a postcard and thought, no way, that can't be real? The colors seem too vivid, the water impossibly clear, the sand almost glowing. It's the kind of image that makes you wonder if places like this exist anywhere outside glossy prints and daydreams. El Nido looked like a fantasy, too perfect to exist outside a dream. Every photo I saw felt like a promise, or maybe a dare. Come and see if this paradise is real. But what happens when you actually go? Is the reality as magical as the myth, or does the truth, with all its imperfections, make it even more extraordinary? That question pulled me across the Philippines, from Manila's chaos to Palawan's wild edge. The journey itself was a collision of worlds, urban noise fading into the hush of distant islands. The air changed, thick with salt, earth, and the promise of adventure. Every breath felt different, charged with anticipation and the unknown. I wasn't searching for the best beach or the perfect photo. I wanted to find the soul of this place, to see what lies beneath the surface that draws so many here. What do locals eat? What stories do they tell when the tourists leave? I wanted to listen, to taste, to understand the rhythms of daily life. The world's most beautiful places often have the most complicated stories. There's always more than what's shown in the travel brochures. I arrived with skepticism, ready to see if paradise was real, or just a beautiful illusion. Would I find something authentic, or just another postcard fantasy? The journey into El Nido is a journey into that question. Can paradise truly exist, and what does it cost to find out? Sometimes the search for answers is the real adventure. El Nido town is a chaotic hub squeezed between towering limestone cliffs and the restless sea, a place where nature and humanity collide in a vibrant, noisy embrace. Tricycles buzz past in a blur of color, street food sizzles on every corner, and a dozen languages fill the humid air, blending into a symphony of excitement and anticipation. This isn't the tranquil paradise from the glossy travel brochures, at least, not yet. Here, the energy is palpable, the streets alive with the promise of adventure. On the bustling beachfront, adventure is meticulously organized. Boats are chartered, deals are struck, and eager travelers gather, ready to explore the islands that lie just beyond the horizon. My first stop, a humble carinderia, its windows fogged with steam, where I tasted pork adobo for the very first time. The flavors were salty, sour, and deeply comforting, a taste of home for many, and a new discovery for me. Eating among locals, sharing laughter and stories over simple food, I felt the first real connection to this place, a sense of belonging that went beyond being just another visitor. I met Mang Jun, an old fisherman whose weathered hands spoke of a lifetime at sea. He told stories of the Nido, the precious swiftlet nests that gave the town its name, and the traditions that have shaped generations. He spoke of a time before tourists, when survival meant fishing the abundant waters and scaling the sheer cliffs in search of nests, risking life and limb for a delicacy prized across Asia. El Nido is caught between its ancient past and its tourist-fueled present, where old fishing boats now share the bay with sleek tour vessels, and tradition meets transformation every day. The postcard image of empty, untouched beaches is far from the reality of crowded streets and bustling markets, where the pulse of modern life beats strong. But out on the horizon, the islands wait, silent, mysterious, and full of secrets, promising a different world just beyond reach, where the old ways still linger. The whispers of the old world linger in the food, in the stories passed down at dusk, and in the ancient cliffs that have watched over El Nido for centuries. As the first light of dawn crept over the bay, the stage was set for the real journey to begin. A journey into the heart of El Nido's mysteries, guided by the echoes of its lost world. The next morning, I boarded a banca, the traditional outrigger boat. As the town faded, the Bacuit archipelago's islands grew real and immense. Our first stop, the small lagoon, hidden behind a narrow rock opening. Inside, the world transformed. Emerald water, towering limestone, and profound silence. It was a cathedral of nature, more vivid than any postcard. The water was so clear, coral and fish shimmered below. For a moment, I felt I'd stumbled into a lost world. This was the El Nido of dreams. Pure, immersive, magical. But even here I wondered, how many others have shared this revelation? The secret is to go early, before the crowds. For a brief moment, you can have paradise to yourself. It's fleeting, but unforgettable. The postcard promise, delivered in breathtaking reality. The conflict arrives with the crowds. After the morning's peace, tour boats swarm the lagoons. The magic isn't gone, but it's diluted. Paradise becomes a shared experience. El Nido's tension wild beauty versus mass tourism. At the big lagoon and secret beach, you jostle for space with dozens of others. The impact is visible. Plastic in the water, coral damaged by too many visitors. The local government tries to manage it, but the pressure is immense. We risk loving these places to death. This is the truth behind the postcard. Be mindful. Use reef-safe sunscreen. Don't touch the coral. Pack out your trash. More importantly, adjust your expectations. You're part of the crowd. The real challenge is finding a deeper connection, even in the busiest spots. The search for authenticity continues. The key to escaping the crowds: go where they don't. It's about finding those hidden gems that most tourists overlook. The standard tours hit the highlights, but El Nido has 45 islands, many still wild and empty. These islands offer a sense of untouched beauty and tranquility that is hard to find elsewhere. Hire a private boat and you can create your own adventure. Customize your journey, explore at your own pace, and discover places that are off the typical tourist map. Our boatman, Rico, took us to nameless beaches and vibrant coral gardens, far from the masses. These hidden spots felt like our own private paradise. We found a stretch of white sand with no one else in sight. It was a rare moment of solitude and peace, surrounded by nature's raw beauty. Rico grilled fresh fish over a fire, sharing stories and legends of the islands. His tales added a rich layer of culture and history to our experience. This was the connection I craved, not a checklist, but a shared meal and a good story. It's these moments that make travel truly memorable. The advice: talk to locals, ask for their favorite spots, and be curious. Locals know the best-kept secrets and can guide you to places you'd never find on your own. Don't just chase the perfect photo, seek the soul of the place, immerse yourself in the environment and let the experience unfold naturally. The locals are the true guardians of El Nido's secrets. Their knowledge and stories are invaluable. By stepping off the beaten path, you find a deeper, more meaningful connection. It's about the journey, not just the destination. Escape the crowds, and you discover the heart of El Nido. It's in these quiet corners that the true essence of the place reveals itself. This is where the real magic lives, in the untouched, the unexplored, and the serene. The resolution isn't found on a single beach, it's in the whole picture. El Nido is a living place, full of contradictions. I spent my last days exploring inland, rolling hills, rice paddies, and sleepy villages. Nakpan Beach offered wild beauty and a slower pace. At a beach shack, I watched local kids play and fishermen mend their nets. Here, El Nido felt rooted in land and community, not just tourism. The true heartbeat was in simple moments. A fresh mango, a farmer's smile, laughter at sunset. These moments gave the place its soul. The real El Nido is both paradise and home, a balance of nature and humanity. Accepting the whole picture is what makes the experience real. So, is the paradise of the postcard real? As the sun set, the islands glowed, solid, beautiful, and undeniably real. The postcard isn't a lie, just incomplete. El Nido's reality is richer, messier, and more human than any photo. Paradise is the taste of adobo, the thrill of discovery, the frustration of crowds, and the joy of quiet moments. We come searching for escape, but what we find is connection. El Nido's challenges, balancing preservation and progress, are universal. The postcard invites you in, but the real journey is what happens after you arrive. Go to understand, not just to see. Be part of the story, even for a little while. The postcard is just the cover. The real magic is in the pages within. What story will you find when you get there? Thank you for watching Informed Tourist. Please like and subscribe to become part of our traveling family. We help each other understand the good, the bad, and the ugly of places around the world. Now, enjoy this next video. But first, remember to always travel safely.